So I realized it's been a hot second since I posted an update. I ended up having to move my plants because they were getting enough sun in this corner that, as you can see with the avocado, it is not happy anymore. It has been in the 100-degree range the last few days, and then we had a few days last week like that too, so I have fertilized it and have been babying them, so it will snap out of it, but I think this will keep it from getting any significant sunlight throughout the day. I think now it's going to be in shade, and you know, once the weather's not hotter than Satan's balls, I can move them back. But yeah, so there's all my tropicals. They're doing great. The rest of this is also doing fairly well. Asparagus is good. Catnip seems okay. Why are you not focusing camera? Now, these might be a little parched, but hey, you know what? I finally weeded the front of the damn thing. I still need to get into the back of it. But, yeah, looks a little bit better. I just decided to pull all the bricks out and then run down the edge with the push mower because that was so much easier and so much faster than trying to do all that crap by hand. I also did get the trellis put in, so now I don't have to worry about any storms or anything possibly doing anything into that vine. Elderberries still have a decent amount. This bush is almost fully harvested though I do have things like this that, you know, they haven't even started turning yet, and then I'm pretty sure there's another cluster of flowers on it somewhere. I could be wrong. Oh, it looks like the one in the back might be ready though. And then this bush, they're starting to ripen. So I have some in the house I need to finish processing, and then I need to come out here and pick more. And then lilac, still doing excellent. Oh yeah, I also finally weeded all of the stuff, which again, I just moved the logs and then push mowed it because, you know, keeps them. But now I can actually get back to when I need to harvest and not be wading through the weeds. Well, that's kind of nice, you know. As far as the garden, test tomatoes are still doing great. Cherry tomatoes are doing great. I've been harvesting them like crazy. Still have not gotten altheas in the ground. Wisteria seems okay. Because it's been so hot, I've been having to water everything pretty much every other day at bare minimum, if not daily. But the cherry tomatoes look great. I mean, obviously, they're not digging this heat too much right now, but they'll be okay. And then the squash has gone nuts. So I'm digging that. Zucchini is finally starting to snap out of it. I do think it went through a little bit of shock because of the constant sogginess of the original container. But yeah, like you can tell by the squash, they're also not digging this heat. So, you know, it is what it is. Regular tomatoes look about the same. Growing fantastically. And once again, most of them all have tomatoes on them. I'm curious to see what these turn into because, as I've said before, I did not plant them with any rhyme or reason. So I'm kind of hoping that they'll be all colorful and pretty. With the cherry tomatoes, luck would have it that I ended up clustering them all together without even meaning to. So, And well, that and the 3 that died. Excuse me, that died, which still haven't figured that out. Kale and collards look fine. This raspberry is going nuts and I love it. That's not supposed to be there. The lychees are starting to ripen. Let's see here. That raspberry is also doing exceptionally well. As you can tell, it's almost caught up to the one that didn't break. So yay for that. So I think I realized something. I don't think these are ground cherries. I think they are in fact tomatillas. I'm not sure why I have tomatillas. I did not plant tomatillas. The only thing I can think of is I did plant them here last year, but I don't remember leaving any in the garden bed. So like they shouldn't have reseeded, whereas I did intentionally seed ground cherries. So yeah, I'm not complaining. I love tomatillas, but it wasn't what I expected. So I'm kind of glad I didn't get rid of all of my ground cherries that I have that have invaded other beds. And then blackberry's doing fantastic, growing like crazy. This raspberry is the only one that's got a slow poke. I don't really know why, but it's doing its thing, so whatever. It's alive. I'm not complaining. I do have some ground cherries over there that look like they're almost ready to harvest, actually. Cool. And then over here, another ground cherry. And then very happy echinaceas and marigolds. And I don't think my blueberries are digging this heat too much. This is okay though. And then over here, oh wow, this one is growing really fast. Cool. All right, and there's raspberries on there about ready to harvest. Salvia's still happy. Oh yeah, I did get rid of most of the borage. Some of it started reblooming, so I left the stuff that was reblooming. But these blueberries still aren't super happy, even with fertilization and water. So I don't know if maybe it's the heat or if they're just mediocre at best, because they haven't really grown since I planted them. And that was back in like April. So I don't know. More happy lamb's ear and coneflower that will all get transplanted. Over here, the herb bed. The chives start blooming again, and I absolutely adore that. It's just so dang cute. Lavender looks great. Salvias look great. That wisteria is finally starting to green up again. I didn't fertilize any of this because I didn't really need it, because everything's been thriving pretty well. And, well, oh hey, I was going to say except the winter savory, but it's starting to show some new growth, so yay, that's a good thing. Oh, but the bunnies did completely mow down the pink chard. I no longer have it. It's just, so it is what it is. Still have a zigzaggy tomato. I need to come out here and finish the reforming of it, because it is starting to straighten itself up. The others are all doing great too. I need to come tie them up higher too. I need to go stick out for that one. Oh, I have some okra I need to harvest, so it seems. Because, yeah, that's pretty entertaining. Cool. And then the peppers are all doing great. Basil's doing great. I need to come out here deadheaded again. Oh, that one's got buds. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't. That one has buds on it. The purple one, though. Let's see here. Yeah, they don't look very happy in the heat. It's okay, you'll get more water. They're all doing well. Another invasive ground cherry, but yet again, kind of glad I have it now. And then the eggplant are also still doing well. Looks like I have one on this bush forming. That was getting ready to bloom. There's lots of blooms on this bush, which is awesome. And then I've already harvested one off this plant, but it's still got two more going. So they're so freaking cute. I love it. Alright, and then the blue lace flower is super cute. I haven't mentioned this one in a while. I don't know if that's how big it's supposed to get or not, but I like it. So it will be planted in other places. The snapdragons and whatever that pink thing is doing okay, just not blooming. Let's see. The trees. Still not in the ground, but we've made a heck of a lot of progress, because that pile is part of what we've torn out. The wood is almost doubled, and most of that I'm going to be able to rake out, and so we can find the wood underneath it and cut the green stuff down. So we're so close. We're on the home stretch. And then my currants. Yeah, you look like you're getting a little crunchy. I don't blame you. I wouldn't like it out here either if I had to deal with this. The tree's doing great though. And that one's doing well. And the octopus is like there on well, so a little crunchy. But yeah, so it looks as though it's not really too much longer before I can just enjoy this instead of having to be out here every single day. And that will be excellent. And I still have no idea what I'm going to do with the roses. But I'll figure it out.